I remember it like it used to be. I don't think the town looked near as pretty as what it does today. You drive through this town and it's got character. Character all of its own.
This is Grandma, a notorious character. These old buildings have always been something to me, and I get heartsick when I see them destroy one of them. I get kind of hysterical when I get historical.
Well, my opinion?
Yes.
Yes.
Save.
Yes. Save them.
They're really nice. Nice to have. Are you for preserving them?
Oh, yes.
Like to see them fixed up?
Mm-hmm. I really do.
Guthrie spent many years trying to gain the attention of the state and the federal governments to preserve their unique heritage in the buildings in that central business district. They've taken the steps to bring about a survey, but they haven't gone to the point of the zoning ordinance, to the review commission, that are necessary to bring about true preservation. And without those, the buildings in Guthrie are in real danger.
Community leaders in preservation efforts. Don Coffin and the man talking, Ralph McCalmont.
As a banker, I'm concerned about the long range future of downtown. We have two choices. One is to just let it rot. Another choice we have is to tear it down and start building back. And I don't think that'll happen. I think what's going to happen here, I think we're going to recognize the heritage that we're stewards of here. We need to utilize these buildings for modern commercial businesses, and yet at the same time we want to preserve intact the entire downtown business area for the territorial heritage that it has. My personal opinion of this is that we absolutely must have some sort of zoning of this district that will help us preserve the buildings.
We don't have that, but that would be one method of saving the old buildings, if it could be passed through city council.
This building owner, as numerous building owners we have, Arn, he has a real problem. When you see a building of that size and the kind of square footage that's there, the amount of exterior work, maintenance that's there, he has a tremendous upkeep on it. Now, the building has to have sufficient lease value to someone. It has to have some kind of economic value to get a return back to that building owner to justify his doing. And that's been our problem now for 50 some odd years in these buildings, that we have more buildings than we've needed. Now that is beginning to come to an end. Unfortunately, as it's beginning to come to an end, these buildings are reaching a low level in their state of their condition. As a result of this right here, many of them are ripe for demolition. Now, what to do for him? Well, simply this: we've got to put trade in his store. So we have to have a growth that will give us an additional trade area. Well, one of the things we could wait on, and we know is coming, we're quite sure it's coming, we have enough growth in the area that within 15 years we're going to have the kind of commercial trade that's going to support the usage of these buildings with normal retail activities occurring in them. But what to do with it now? Well, that's why tourism is something that Guthrie is looking at very hard, because tourism gives us an opportunity to give a shot in the arm and accelerate our growth. If we can put 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 tourists a month in this town and get the benefit of their trade dollars, we've suddenly effectively swollen our trade area by that much. And that's what needs to be done. We feel like needs to be done. In the meantime, we're doing as many things as we can behind the scenes to encourage these building owners. Now, hold on. You know, the cavalry is coming. And we feel like that is going to be in the form of tourism.
has always been sort of an issue in preservation. It was probably the first generator of preservation in a community. Oh, we'll do this up, we'll make Frontier City, and they'll just flock in and we'll rake them for everything they've got. Well, the first advice I can give to towns is tourism is not preservation.
Not everybody in Guthrie is in favor of historic preservation, but those people want to remain anonymous. One individual said that if he spoke out against preservation, that 100 little old ladies would cry out. There are several arguments advanced against historic preservation. Some individuals feel that it's not economically feasible to restore these old buildings. Other people allude to more pressing community problems, the need for adequate water, for sewage, for zoning, for parking. And finally, still others feel that we simply should not live in the past. After all, this is not 1889. Other people have a more balanced view.
I feel that we have a historical preservation, and we should hold it to a certain extent. Yes, I think we should take off the carnival fronts, very definitely. To take off our carnival fronts, or am I calling these right over there on Oklahoma Avenue, the 100 block west, they definitely should be removed. Not only because it takes away from the beauty of the original architecture, but I also feel that it's a health hazard.